The source of every person's dream is activities around them. 7 dreams you should never, ever ignore.
Have you ever woken up in a sweat after being chased, lost, or betrayed in a dream? What if those frightening night visions aren't just fear, but a spiritual early warning system signaling a major threat to your destiny? The Apostle Mzwakhe Tancredi opens this powerful teaching by declaring, "The source of every person's dream is activities around them." Your dreams are a report on your spiritual environment. In the Old Testament, the prophet Jeremiah was warned about dogs, or wicked men who plotted against him. Jeremiah 12 verse 9. God never allows the enemy to attack without first sending a prophetic warning, often while you sleep. Stop dismissing your nightmares. By the end of this video, you will know the meaning of 7 of the most alarming dream signs, and the immediate action you must take to reverse spiritual losses before they manifest in your life.
Dream number 1. Being trapped or lost in a dream. This dream is symbolic to lack of direction. The very same dream can also mean you are everywhere but nowhere in life. To some, it means you are heading to nowhere fast, or you are about to make decisions that you are unsure about, and at the end, they will cost you your life. Dream number 2. Seeing dogs in your dream. I know in Africa, dogs are associated with witchcraft, but that's the translation side of it. The interpretation side of it, dogs are known to be man's best friend. When you see dogs in your dream, these are people that are close to you. Be it your best friend, your friend, people you value, your family, your siblings, your relatives. So when you see dogs biting you in your dream, these are people who are close to you, either conspiring against you or planning evil or not wishing you good at all. Because some of you think you have friends, yet you have frenemies. Just because you have a weak spot for somebody you call a friend, it does not mean they have a weak spot for you. They might have a wicked spot for you. So when you see dogs fighting for you, protecting you, this can also mean the people around you support you, love you, or they are praying for you.
Apostle Tancredi affirms a foundational truth. Dreams are a spiritual report on the activities around us. The warning of being lost or treed is critical because the enemy's success often lies in causing confusion to steal your destiny. This dream is not predicting the future. It's revealing a present influence, a spirit of confusion trying to steal your focus and push you into a costly mistake. The success of this dream is its role as an early warning that prompts course correction, while the failure lies in ignoring it and proceeding with an uncertain path. We must understand the deeper meaning of dogs biting you. This reveals a high-level betrayal. The dog represents a trusted, close relationship, family, best friend, or partner. The bite is a sign that the spiritual protection that should exist in that relationship has been compromised, and evil is being planned against you by someone you value. Yet we must be careful to avoid condemning every trusted relationship instantly. We must pray for confirmation. The failure of this knowledge is to instantly accuse without prayer. The success is using the information to pray, as the apostle notes, that the dogs protecting you represent true allies. A real-life relatable example is the business partner you trust implicitly but who is secretly diverting funds, exposed only after you dream of them attacking you. What if God is showing you the betrayal not to make you bitter, but to give you the time to secure your spiritual and material assets and pray for them before the physical damage is done? Proverbs 27 verse 6 states, "Faithful are the wounds of a friend, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful." The betrayal in the dream is God's attempt to expose the deceitful kiss. Does your current circle of friends represent support and love, or do you sense a subtle, wicked spot in your midst?
Dream number 3. Teeth falling. When you see yourself losing teeth in your dream, teeth are symbolic to confidence. Teeth are symbolic to beauty. Hence, in most cases, you'll see people, when they don't have teeth, when they talk, they cover their mouths, they close their mouth. Why? Because this is symbolic to confidence. So when you are losing all your teeth, you are losing confidence. confidence in your business, confidence in your marriage, confidence in your relationship, you now have what we call low self-esteem. But when you lose the back teeth are symbolic to strength. Hence, when we eat meat, we break bones or chew bones, we use these teeth. Now, it also means you are losing control. You are losing strength, control over your business, control over your relationship. All power will be taken away from you. You might be a leader somewhere. You might be a manager somewhere, a supervisor or a CEO or something, but you are losing control. All power is about to be stripped away from you. But when you see these ones, the front teeth falling, these are symbolic to wisdom. You're about to make decisions outside wisdom.
The apostle identifies the dream of teeth falling as one of the most severe warnings of spiritual defeat, confirming the loss of your spiritual authority. He breaks down the anatomy of the attack: front teeth, wisdom; all teeth, confidence; and back teeth, strength/control. This dream is a divine diagnosis of internal hemorrhaging, a sign that your foundation is being spiritually eroded by low self-esteem and poor judgment. The success of this dream is its capacity to diagnose a problem no one else can see. The failure occurs if you ignore the diagnosis and proceed to make life-altering decisions outside of wisdom. But think about it. Why does the loss of confidence precede the loss of strength and wisdom? Because the enemy knows that once your self-esteem is wounded, you become susceptible to making poor, fear-driven decisions. The dream is a merciful warning that you are operating outside of your God-given spiritual strength, allowing the enemy to strip your control, be it over your business or your family. However, Scripture also shows us that this strength can be renewed. Philippians 4 verse 13 is the antidote. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. A real-life relatable example is the manager who suffers from imposter syndrome after a professional setback, loss of confidence, leading them to make a series of weak, tentative decisions, loss of wisdom, that eventually cost them their position, loss of control/strength. What if this dream is God's final call for you to stop relying on your earthly wisdom and humble yourself in prayer and fasting to renew your reliance on the Spirit? This dream demands an immediate surrender of the flesh so your spirit can regain control. Are you trying to fight a spiritual war with a physical shield, or are you operating under the renewed strength of the Holy Spirit?
Dream number 4. When you see yourself naked in a dream. A dream of being naked can also mean you have entered a season of freedom. When you are walking around your house naked, you don't care because you are alone. You are free and you feel free. That's now a sign of freedom. But however, when you see yourself in a dream naked in front of people, be it in a mall or where there is a large number of people, this can also mean embarrassing secrets are about to come out. Things that you never wanted people to know about or to see in you, they are about to be revealed. Somebody is about to make you famous in a wrong way. Dream number 5. When you see yourself pregnant. I know most women will relate to this. When you see yourself pregnant, it simply means major developments are taking shape in your life or taking place in your life. So if you have a business that you have just started, you have started a new career, or you went back to school, or you're studying a new project, whatever this is, if it's a relationship that you were not sure about, and the next thing you see yourself carrying, these are good news, my sisters. So something is taking shape. So continue, keep on keeping on. And if you're a man and you see yourself holding a crying baby and you don't know who the baby belongs to, this can also be symbolic to internal bleeding. You need help. Emotionally, you are drained. Emotionally, you are going through a lot. Because internal bleeding, nobody knows you're bleeding except you. Nobody knows you're going through something except you. Dream number 6. When you see yourself on a wheelchair. This simple means you depend on others so much, or you have been depending on some people for so long that it's time now to depend on yourself. When you see people pushing you around, it can also mean it's time you take responsibility. It's time you become responsible when it comes to your own life. Dream number 7, when you see dead people in your dream. It's one thing to see people who are dead. It's another thing to see yourself dead. When you see people who are dead in your dream, especially people that you do not know, but you just see dead people, this can also mean you are influenced easily by negative people, or you love rumor. Rumors guide your life. Rumors rule your life and they run your life, and you just consume anything. It does not matter if at the end of the day you are misinformed. You just consume whatever comes your way, and it's time for you to stop that. But when you see yourself dead in your dream, it does not mean in a reality you are going to die. In most cases, that kind of a dream or such a dream means a major transformation is about to take place, or a new beginning, or there are some things in your life that you should bury in order for you to make progress.
The final 4 dreams solidify the report, moving from attack diagnosis to a call for responsibility and transformation. The naked dream warns of public shame, confirming that the enemy's goal is to ruin your reputation. The success of the dream is its prompt to confess before exposure. The failure is trying to manage the secret until the attack comes. The pregnancy dream is a major prophetic gift, signifying major developments taking shape, requiring continuation and perseverance. However, the male counterpart, the crying baby, reveals internal bleeding, emotional drainage caused by carrying burdens that aren't yours. The success of this dream is its ability to diagnose silent emotional pain. The failure is to continue suffering in silence without seeking spiritual help. Still, we must consider the powerful message of the wheelchair dream. It is a direct call for self-reliance and responsibility. The failure is dependency, the success is maturity. The apostle commands you to cut the cord and walk in your own spiritual strength. What if the reason God isn't intervening is because he wants you to realize the power he has already given you to walk? This ties into the final dream, seeing yourself dead. This is not a death sentence. It is a prophecy of major transformation, 2 Corinthians 5 verse 17. The failure would be consuming negative rumors, seeing dead strangers, instead of embracing the new beginning that requires you to bury the old version of yourself. A real-life relatable example is the person who feels emotionally drained, the crying baby, leading them to become dependent, the wheelchair, until they realize the spiritual truth. They must allow the old self to die, seeing self dead, to walk in new freedom. Is the person pushing your wheelchair right now a helper or a distraction keeping you from your own legs? The final report demands you embrace responsibility and transformation. The apostle leaves us with this powerful warning and instruction. The source of every person's dream is activities around them. Beloved, we've learned that your dreams are God's intelligence report. From the teeth falling, loss of confidence, to the crying baby, internal bleeding, your night visions are demanding action. We started by asking if your nightmares were just fear. They are not. They are God demanding your action to secure your destiny. If these 7 signs match the activity in your dream life, beloved, the time for passivity is over. Share this word with another dreamer so they don't ignore the signs of attack or the call for transformation. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can always decode the voice of God. Go and pray, dream, and be delivered.